Any news that has Ilhan Omar looking like this is good news for me. Ilhan Omar, campaign update. What's going on? Police raid home of Congressman Ilhan Omar son as guns and ammunition are seized. What a degenerate little freak. All of her kids are dirtbags. Ilhan Omar's daughter says she's now homeless and starving after being suspended from college because she's a dirty communist who supported ISIS effectively, just like her mother. And now Ilhan Omar's kid. And it's like amazing. We heard that Somalis were the ones who built Minnesota. That we can't even remember an American without Somali. How did America even survive without unlimited Somali immigration? Ilhan Omar is the poster child for the Somali aesthetic in the country. And now her degenerate little kids are all being rolled up. Are they her kids? What if your son and your nephew was raided at the same time? Ooh. She didn't marry her brother, though. DNA proves it. Police raid home of Ilhan Omar's son, seize guns and ammunition. Let's go ahead and read here just the facts. Just the facts, man. Police raid home of Ilhan Omar's son. What's going on here? Police in Minneapolis raided an apartment where Ilhan Omar's son lives. They seized firearms before arresting his roommate. Uh-oh. They're sending their best. Here we go. According to the outlet Alpha News, law enforcement said the search warrant was carried out at the home of Ilhan Omar's son, Aden. Okay. They recovered guns and ammunition from the home, arrested the roommate. Well, it's probably then unregistered firearm, I'd assume. I mean, there are illegal firearms, and you can be in illegal possession of them, and these are very serious charges. Let's keep reading. Earlier in the day, the city's police department said in a statement to the Daily Mail that they conducted a traffic stop and cited the roommate for no proof of insurance and no license. The roommate's name is Abdul Rahimman Abdi. Okay, classic Minnesota name there. The department said that Abdi was released at the scene the vehicle was being processed and impounded. They found a firearm inside. Oh, no. Officers later tracked Abdi's address to Marquette Avenue, where they arrested him without incident in front of Ilhan Omar's son. He's being booked on a weapons charge. Right now, records show. Oh, no. Look at this. Isn't it great? Isn't this great? What is the apple fall far from the tree? The tree's rotten. What's the fruit going to be like? According to records seen by the Daily Mail, he's been convicted 10 times in the past months for incidents that have been misdemeanors. Wait a second. So Ilhan Omar's kid's roommate is a permanent fixture of the criminal justice system in Minneapolis. Isn't that shocking? Been convicted 10 times in the past few months. 10 times? Last year, he was found to have been speeding and driving despite having his license revoked from previous offenses, convicted of a felony after officers reported him traveling at 100 miles an hour. You're just turning everywhere into Somalia. Somalia is a place with no laws, no cops, no police, nothing. It's just like a failed tribal state. We've looked this up. We've covered this many, many times. So you're just bringing Somalia to America. That's what you're doing. The statement, probable cause, he was behind the wheel of a Jeep when he was speeding, pleaded guilty to fleeing from police in a motor vehicle, sentenced to 1 day inside the jail. Sentencing order, he was placed under supervised probation. Now he has other convictions date back to him using cell phone while driving, excessive speeding, and lack of proof of insurance. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Filthy. Comes after Omar was revealed that her son was stopped by federal immigration agents who questioned him about his citizenship. More of this, please. More of this. Well, he's living with a little criminal degenerate. Ladies and gentlemen, Ilhan Omar's son's apartment sees weapons and ammo. So here's the question. How much of that weapon, how much of that ammo belonged to Ilhan Omar's kid? Also, isn't it amazing that Ilhan Omar is one of those people that like are constantly tweeting about guns and gun violence. There are 102 firearms for every 120 firearms for every 100 Americans, and still have 67 million guns left over. Gun violence is an epidemic in our country. Oh, okay. You sell it? Tell that to your dirty little kid. They're just getting school supplies for the Leering Center. Here we go. Multiple law enforcement sources say a search warrant was conducted on Ilhan Omar's son's apartment, and they arrested his roommate. Ooh, baby. Why is he living with such a degenerate scofflaw? As my grandfather would say, a scofflaw. Her son was not arrested, but you are the company you keep. Search warrant, like again, and this is something. Wait a second. If there's a bunch of illegal firearms and ammo in the apartment, do you not think that Ilhan Omar's son knows about this? Deport him and his family. Minneapolis police. I wonder what the rates of crime. What are the rates of crime, right, in Minneapolis pre the Somali invasion? Because this happened in the 90s, right, where infinity Somalis were brought into Minneapolis. We need to go back and check the crime rates. Yeah. Here's Ilhan Omar's daughter. She went to Cuba. Just recently went to Cuba. She has a mask. She's wearing a mask in her profile photo. So, of course, look at that. She's moved on. She's definitely moved on from the headscarf wearing Islam to just pure communism. She has a hammer and sickle in her bio on X. Angry black girl. Again, great family. Oh, wait, no. Maybe she hasn't moved on from the headscarf. Who knows? Spin the wheel. Oh, maybe she has. She's getting arrested. Just a reminder that President Trump is now teasing that something's going to happen. ICE refuses to disclose records on Ilhan Omar fraud probe, citing enforcement proceedings. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. The vice president told me Ilhan Omar is going to get deported. He said, we think that she committed fraud against the United States
of America. So we actually think that Ilhan Omar definitely committed immigration fraud against the United States of America. And I talked to Stephen Miller about this actually recently. We're trying to look at what the remedies are. That's the thing that we're trying to figure out is what are the legal remedies now that we know that she's committed immigration fraud?
All I know is stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's happening. You can come for the kids too. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. I think they will.